Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti, and it's Kentucky Derby Day here at Gulfstream Park, and I'm with Lisa and Lisa, and they certainly have all the pomp and circumstance you need to have fun at Gulfstream Park. We're up in beautiful Christine Lee's. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions. I'm excited. What about you girls?
I'm too excited.
We're going to win.
We're starting today with a fast main track. Turf course listed as firm. Our first race, 6.5 furlongs, maiden claiming event for maiden fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward. We have 9 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite, number 7, Penny's Bunny.
Racing at Gulfstream. Last in, first out, Double Interest gets the first call and goes looking for the early lead. Moving up to her inside is Jalise. Also right there is Quentos, an image of Lady Rose down toward the inside. Followed by Megan's Holiday, who's off heels and moving to the outside. She's a half length better than Little Zoe, who's 4 in front of Explosive Smile. Then it's a length and a half to Spirited Flight. And if you're looking for the favorite, Penny's Bunny is last of all and about 15 lengths behind as they head down the backstretch. They went through the opening quarter in 22-3. And now here's Jalise and Carson Sullivan taking ahead in front of Double Interest in second. It's a stretch of 5 lengths back to Megan's Holiday, who improves outside of Quentos. Then Image of Lady Rose and Spirited Flight. Little Zoe is next. Penny's Bunny, the favorite, is absolutely last and doing no running as they run to the top of the stretch. It's Jalise at the 5/16 by ahead. Double Interest is second. These two have it to themselves. They've put 6 lengths on Megan's Holiday third. To her outside is Spirited Flight fourth, and they turn for the money. On the outside, Double Interest doing the better work. Jalise is back to second. Image of Lady Rose, Spirited Flight, and Megan's Holiday from the back. Moving up on the far outside, Little Zoe for a share, but they're into the stretch, and Double Interest has the lead. It's Double Interest inside the final furlong, edging clear. Jalise is back to second, Little Zoe on the outside, but it's Gabriel Saez and Double Interest to win the Derby Day first and win stylishly by 5 lengths. Jalise will hold on to second in front of Little Zoe third, and Explosive Smile to complete the super in 1:19.4.
Number 9, Double Interest, wins the opener for owner Carlos Aloya, trained by Dan Peter, ridden to victory today by Gabriel Saez. We're on the turf course for our second race, 1 mile and 1/16. It's a maiden claiming event for maiden 3-year-olds and upward. 2 scratch is number 2, Caspian Sea. Also scratched the number 8, Buck.
And they're up. Bit of a slow beginning for Sorakaima. From the outside, Lord Lemon wins the break and goes looking for the lead with Nanotech to his inside. These two are quickest. They're 3 lengths better than the Gray. Steel and Pack, who's down inside. Ringold between horses. Sorakaima's 3 deep. And Diamond Heist is last of all as they run around the opening turn. From the inside, the leader is Nanotech by a length and a half from Lord Lemon, who races in second. Toward the rail in third is Steel and Pack. Nicely tripped here for Ramsey Zimmerman, ahead better than Sorakaima, then Ringold and Diamond Heist. Not in any particular hurry, they're 2 by 2 by 2 as they roll into the backstretch, and they covered the opening quarter in 25 seconds flat. The leader is Nanotech, in front by a head. Oscar Delgado flanks with Lord Lemon while second. Sorakaima's backed off third now. Toward the outside, Diamond Heist is 3 wide while fourth. Toward the rail in fifth is Steel and Pack, and the favorite Ringold held up last, about 3.5 lengths behind, with less than half a mile to go. The leader is still Nanotech, but here's Sorakaima, moving up now to challenge, and Sorakaima secured inside position. Steel and Pack and Ringold move from the back. Lord Lemon calls it an afternoon, and Diamond Heist is still in touch, but has had to cover ground, and they run around the far turn. Nanotech, trying to spring the upset, continues to lead from Sorakaima second. Ringold on the outside, and the white blinkers is third within 2.5 of the lead. Zimmerman and Steel and Pack trying to work off the fence for clear running, and they're at the top of the stretch. The leader is Nanotech. Here's Ringold up and on the outside to challenge for the lead. Diamond Heist is 4 wide. Sorakaima and Steel and Pack knifes between them. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Ringold set down driving and starts to edge away. Steel and Pack now has to clear racetrack, and here he comes inside. Down the outside, and Diamond Heist inside the 16th pole. Ringold's almost home, and he'll get home. Ringold and Abdi El Hayyan, 3 parts of a length. Steel and Pack with an vengeful debut was second in front of Diamond Heist third. Sorakaima finished fourth in 1:43 flat.
That's number 5, Ringold, winning our first turf event of the afternoon, owned by Carolyn Wilson, trained by David Fawkes, and ridden to victory today by Abdiel Hayyan. We will take a short break and be back for the third race in just a few moments.
Constitution won a Florida Derby, and Constitution has won!
You too can win a life-changing bet with ExpressBet's $50,000 Big Bet Sweepstakes.
California Crow!
This time, ExpressBet is giving one lucky winner a $50,000 Big Bet on the Preakness. Plus, 50 second-place winners will receive $100 to bet the races. Visit expressbet.com to learn more and to open an online wagering account today. ExpressBet, your way to play.
General A-Rod, spot on the outside in Constitution. Cairo Prince is fifth right now, and he's 4 lengths off the lead. Then Matador, who's down at the rail with 4.5 to make up. Constitution has won!
Welcome back. Our third race is a 6.5 furlong sprint for maidens 3-year-olds and upward. We have one scratch in race number 4, Dr. J. Dub.
And they're off. From the outside, SS Dixie wins the break and goes looking for the lead, and will cross and clear from the high draw, leads it by a length. In the 2-path, Dream Saturday is now in second, 3 lengths better than Horse Ends, who comes away in third. Easement is down toward the inside, and it's 4 lengths last. Catsack is last of the 5 as they move down the backstretch. The leader is the first-timer, SS Dixie, by a length. Now moving up on the inside is Easement in a pocket with Dream Saturday in the 2-path. Horse Ends is fourth, but only 2 lengths behind at the half-mile pole, and it's far back to Catsack. They move into the far turn now. The leader continues to be SS Dixie. Well rationed up front, leads it by a head. Dream Saturday issuing the challenge on the outside, a length better than Eastman in third. Stablemate Horse Ends is fourth. They run around the far turn, and here's Dream Saturday up on the outside of SS Dixie. They've put 3 lengths now on the Jerkins pair, led by Horse Ends and Easement, and they run to the top of the stretch. Dream Saturday continues to lead. SS Dixie trying to kick with the leader second, 3 lengths back to Easement. He's tipped off the fence to rally home, and they're into the stretch. The leader now is Dream Saturday with Easement the only danger on the outside. Back to third, SS Dixie, and then Horse Ends. 1/8 of a mile to go. Easement trying to bridge the gap at Dream Saturday. Dream Saturday holding command. Easement is second. It's Dream Saturday and Jover Chamafi to score by 2. From Easement second, SS Dixie third, and Horse Ends finish fourth.
Of course, number 3, Dream Saturday, wins on Saturday, owned by Top Racing LLC, trained by Augustin Pizarra, and ridden to victory today by Jover Chamafi. Fourth race, a 7-furlong sprint on the main track. Claim is 3-year-olds and upward. 8 runners, no scratches or jockey changes to report.
And they're off. From the outside, Newspaper Boy wins the start and goes looking for the lead from Tritonk, who moves up the challenge. Makeout Man is away in third. Whiskey Tap on the outside, a length better than Veritech. Then it's the venerable Grey Gelding General Goody, who's 4 lengths better than Starship Silverado, and Tannersville is last of all. They're chasing the speed of the favorite Newspaper Boy, who leads it now by a length. Whiskey Tap on the outside is now in second, ahead better than Tritonk in third. Makeout Man is in tight while fourth, a length and a half clear of Veritech in fifth. Then it's a stretch of 4 lengths to General Goody. He's got a distance on the back marker, Starship Silverado and Tannersville, both with tall orders as they move into the far turn. The favorite starts to pour on the speed. Newspaper Boy at 1-2 leads by a neck. Here's Whiskey Tap moving up on the outside second, 3.5 better than Makeout Man third. Veritech is put to a drive. Tritonk has called it an afternoon. The only other one in touch is General Goody, but he's only in touch for a minor award as the favorites dominate now. Turning for home, Whiskey Tap on the outside of the favorite, on the inside, Newspaper Boy. 5 lengths back to Makeout Man third, but the race is up top. Here's Whiskey Tap up and on the outside to take the lead, trying to battle back second is Newspaper Boy. They've left the rest behind. General Goody runs on from the back. 1/8 of a mile to go. Whiskey Tap is in front. Newspaper Boy battles on the inside. Whiskey Tap just in front. On the inside, Newspaper Boy comes right back, but Whiskey Tap edging clear. Whiskey Tap in front. Whiskey Tap a half a length from the favorite Newspaper Boy second. General Goody was third, and Tannersville came from nowhere to be fourth in 1:23-2.
Game victory by number 8, Whiskey Tap, owned by Amity Racing Stables Incorporated, trained by Sandino Hernandez Jr., and ridden to victory today by Edgard Zayas. The fifth race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. This one's a claiming event for 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. 10 horses going to the post. The off-time favorite, number 3, Stone Jack.
And they're up. Good start in the center for Dragon Tail with Love Dr. Bill moving to challenge. These two are quickest. It's a length back to the outside, and I'm Just Super who comes away racing third. Zemater D drops over under Trujillo to save ground as they run into the first turn. The leader is Dragon Tail by a half a length. Love Dr. Bill moves up on his outside second. Zemater D is now third ahead, better than I'm Just Super in fourth, followed by Tel Contar. Toward his outside is Racetrack Romance, a length and a half better than Stone Jack. Stone Jack gets a good spot, about 6 lengths off the battle up ahead. It's a stretch of another 5 lengths back to the inside Windworthy. To his outside is Il Volo, and trailing the field is Wisemaker. Opening quarter, 24-4. They race down the backstretch. On the inside, Love Dr. Bill now leads by a head, right back at him on the outside. It was the early pace setter, Dragon Tail. Tel Contar and Zemater D are next. I'm Just Super covers ground while fifth, a length and a half better than Stone Jack, with Racetrack Romance next. 3 lengths more to Il Volo than Wisemaker, and trailing is Windworthy. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn after a half mile in 48-3. Dragon Tail's been aggressive today, and he leads it now by a length. Moving up on the inside, Zemater D under Trujillo. Covering ground as I'm Just Super on the outside, but he begins to bid up. Racetrack Romance and Il Volo follow them, and they run to the top of the stretch. Nothing decided here. Zemater D's had a ground-saving trip. He's up the inside, cuts the corner, and has the lead. On the outside, Dragon Tail is now back to second. Down the outside, it's Il Volo coming on late with Racetrack Romance. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Zemater D, 2-length lead. Il Volo rolls at him on the outside. These two, here's Il Volo getting to Zemater D late. Zemater D reaching, Il Volo surging. Here's the wire, Zemater D. Zemater D and Elvis Trujillo prevail it by a head from Il Volo second. Close third between Dragon Tail, Racetrack Romance, and Stone Jack.
Number 6, Zemater D wins for owner-trainer Ralph Nix. Ridden to victory today by Elvis Trujillo. We will take a break and be back for the 6th race. In about a minute.
Paladin Bay in front as they hit the last 16th of a mile. 15 to 1 shot. Paladin Bay got it done. What a horse race here as they come to the last 16th of a mile. Lexi Lou unwavering on the lead. Lexi Lou to win the South Ocean. Paladin Bay will finish second.
Sligo Bay, Canada's leading sire of 2-year-olds and number 2 on the Canadian General Sire list in 2013, standing at Adena Springs.
Constitution won a Florida Derby, and Constitution has won!
You too can win a life-changing bet with Express Bet's $50,000 Big Bet Sweepstakes.
California Crows.
This time, Express Bet is giving one lucky winner a $50,000 Big Bet on the Preakness. Plus, 50 second-place winners will receive $100 to bet the races. Visit expressbet.com to learn more and to open an online wagering account today. ExpressBet, your way to play.
We got some rain during the 5th race, so our 6th race of the afternoon is on a sealed main track, 7 furlongs, starter, optional claimer, 3-year-olds and upwards, scratch number 7, Oohs and Ahs.
And they're up. Last in, first out, Songa gets the first call. Big Grandpa ridden away with speed, and Mr. Baker from down toward the inside, followed by Majestic Express and Black Diamond Cat. In between horses is In Rhythm. They're 2.5 lengths better than Grand Shores, and Macho Bull is last of all. Down the backstretch, chasing the speed of Big Grandpa, who leads it by a half a length. In the 2 path is the gray now. Moving up the challenge is Mr. Baker with Majestic Express third. A length and a half better than Black Diamond Cat, who rides the rail while fourth. He's ahead better than Songa, who broke running, but he's now 3 lengths behind. 2.5 better than In Rhythm. Then Grand Shores and Macho Bull. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn after the opening quarter in 22-2. And now Mr. Baker and Paco Lopez up to take the lead now. They lead it by a half to Big Grandpa, who tries to fight back second. Majestic Express is now third. Gomez is asking Black Diamond Cat to rally from fourth, a length better than Songa in fifth, and they run to the top of the stretch. Mr. Baker looks double tough. He comes off the corner with a length lead. Majestic Express tries to get after him second. Black Diamond Cat put to the drive and swings wide for the drive. And here comes a late run from Grand Shores. He cuts the corner nicely and starts to make up ground, and they're into the stretch. Mr. Baker has the lead. Grand Shores to the attack and coming at him and coming on. They come inside the final furlong. Grand Shores trying to get to Mr. Baker. Baker, but Paco wakes up Mr. Baker, and he has the lead. Grand Shores surging late. Mr. Baker, Grand Shores, Mr. Baker. Half a length in the end from Grand Shores second, Black Diamond Cat third, and Majestic Express at 123 flat.
Number 2, Mr. Baker, was cooking during the stretch run and scores for Acclaim Racing Stables, trained by Ralph Zadie, ridden to victory today by Paco Lopez. The 7th race, 1 mile and 1/16. It's an allowance optional claimer for 4-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 4, the 5, the 9, and number 10, the off-time favorite, number 6. Hey, Leroy.
And they're off. A bobbling break for Monument Hill. Hey Leroy is away the best with racing aptitude from down toward the inside. Hobbs is next. Bad Dad has to cover ground in the early part of it. He's ahead better than Monument Hill. And down on the rail, Philly Ace, last of all, after a opening 1/8 of a mile. Very, very slow pace being set here with racing aptitude just dawdling along on the lead. Hey Leroy will not let him get far. He races second. Hobbs was a bit wide there, and now moving over Bad Debt. Toward the inside, Philly Ace, and in between horses, Monument Hill. Opening quarter, 23 and 4 as they go into the backstretch. So the pace is honest here with racing aptitude in front by a length. Hey Leroy's in the 2-path second. Here's Bad Debt moving up on the outside, and Bad Debt tugging Sias, wants to do more. He's up within ahead of the lead now, and Hey Leroy was shuffled off heels there. He backs off the race in third. Toward the inside, Philly Ace is comfortable enough with Monument Hill between horses, and Hobbs is still last. They make their way now with less than half a mile to go, and racing aptitude rationed along on the lead by a head with Bad Debt lurking up on the outside in second. Monument Hill and Philly Ace are next. Hey Leroy's fallen off the beat now. He's only in front of one horse, and that's the long shot Hobbs as they run around the far turn. Here comes Philly Ace and Ramsey Zimmerman working off the fence to get to Bad Debt. Monument Hill covering ground. Racing aptitude is next. Hey Leroy, the Appleton winner, swings into action, but he's got 4 lengths to raise, and they're at the top of the stretch. Philly Ace with a cut loose trip now takes the lead. The danger is Hey Leroy, and here he comes. He's trying to squeeze through inside, and he gets through now. Hey Leroy with a perfect trip from Elvis Trujillo, and he's much the best horse. It's the Appleton winner. It's Hey Leroy in front. Hey Leroy with an authoritative win by almost 2 from Bad Debt second, Philly Ace third, close for fourth between Racing Aptitude and Monument Hill in 140 and 3.
Jockey Elvis Trujillo scores his second victory on the card. What a ride. He splits horses with number 6, Hey Leroy, owned by Rontos Racing Stable Corporation, trained by Manny Espuda. The 8th race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf, an allowance optional claimer for 3-year-olds and upward. And we have the scratches of the 1, the 5, the 7, the 11, and number 12.
And runners away. From the center, Siete Se begins nicely, and Romans Avenue moves to challenge. Romans Avenue is quickest early. He leads by a length. Siete Se is second with Starship Avenger now racing third. Length and a half back to Valid Concept with Grivon on the outside. It's another length and a half to Call Will, and at the back, the trailer, Rule number 6. Loose up top and running off on the top end. Romans Avenue throttles open to lead the race by 9. Siete Se is going to pretend he's not even there. Will race in second now. He's 2 lengths better than Grivon, who's on the inside of Starship Avenger for fourth. And it's another 2.5 lengths back to Valid Concept. He's put a distance on about 6 or 7 lengths on Call Will, and Rule number 6 is last. They're strung out over a lot of ground. Without hyperbole, they may be a 16th of a mile from first to last after an opening quarter in 23 and 2 and a half mile in a dazzling 45 and 3. A sharp infusion of speed for the leader. Romans Avenue still in front by 7 lengths. Siete Se is second, Grivon is third, and now they start to reel in this pacemaker. He did too much too soon, and Romans Avenue throws out the anchor. Here comes Siete Se. He maintains his edge on the inside horse Grivon from third, with Starship Avenger next. Followed on the inside by Valid Concept. The other 2 did not get involved, and they're at the top of the stretch. Romans Avenue's out of it. Siete Se takes over. Siete Se enters the stretch with a 2.5 length lead. Toward the outside, Starship Avenger is second, Grivon is third, and Valid Concept. Inside the final furlong, smart ride here from jockey Santiago Gonzalez, and Siete Se is leveling away. Siete Save for back-to-back jacks. He wins by 6. Starship Avenger was second. Grivon finished third, and Valid Concept was fourth in 140 and 2.
It's number 4, Siete C. Really nice performance, owned by Grupo 7C Racing Stable, trained by Gustavo Delgado. Win the victory today by Santiago Gonzalez. We'll take a short break and be back for the 9th in feature race, the Cerber.
A love of horses and a commitment to excellence have come together in the heart of Florida's Marion County. Owned by lifelong horseman Benjamin Leon Jr., Basilou Stables has assembled top-notch thoroughbreds, breeding and racing the champions of today and tomorrow. Breeders' Cup winner Royal Delta has thrilled the racing world with back-to-back wins in the Ladies' Classic. As a multi-year sponsor of the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby, Basilou Stables is a proud sponsor of Gulfstream Park.
Welcome back for the 9th and feature race. It's the 1 mile. The Cerber, $75,000 guaranteed for 3-year-olds. Scratch number 6, social inclusion. And note, the main track now listed as sloppy.
And they're off in the Cerber Stakes. Last in, first out, Brothers of the Time with an uneventful beginning. He goes looking for the lead. Down toward the inside, Big Guy Ian is keyed up with CZ moving to challenge. CZ puts ahead in front. On the inside, Big Guy Ian is now second with Caziguapo racing in third. Toward the outside and now in fourth is East Hall. He's a half length better than Little Daddy. Maneuvered to the outside is the favorite. He's third last. Second last after a sharp break is Brothers of the Time and Shiva Curlin last of all as they race out of the 1 mile chute and head down the backstretch. They went through the opening quarter in 23-1. CZ in front on the inside, 3/4 of a length. Big Guy Ian angled off the fence to be second, a length better than Caziguapo third. Little Daddy, the favorite, is improving while fourth. He's out wide. East Hall is to his inside. Then it's 3 to Shiva Curlin and Brothers of the Time is last. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn, less than half a mile to go. They went through the half mile in 46 seconds flat, and CZ continues to lead. Up on the outside, Big Guy Ian and Manuel Cruz move up to be second. Little Daddy is now into third within a length and a half of the lead. East Hall patiently handled toward the inside, 3 in front of Brothers of the Time. Caziguapo calls it an afternoon, and Shiva Curlin was never involved, and they race to the top of the stretch in the Cerber. CZ continues to lead. Big Guy Ian to the attack on the outside second. Little Daddy is widest of all, and East Hall is saving ground inside. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. CZ put to pressure and trying to see it through. Little Daddy down the center of the racetrack in East Hall between horses with Big Guy Ian. Late save from Brothers of the Time. There's a 16th to go. CZ is still finding Edgar Zayas and CZ from East Hall. CZ and the Cerber. CZ 3/4 of a length from East Hall in second. The favorite Little Daddy was third. It's close for fourth. Brothers of the Time or Big Guy Ian. 1 mile and 1:36.4.
Number 2, CZ holding on to win the Cerber, owned by Jack Sabetta Farm Incorporated, trained by Stan Gold, ridden to victory today by Edgar Zayas, his second victory on the card. 10th and final race on the turf course, 1 mile maiden claiming event, maiden to 3-year-olds and upward, scratch to 10, 13, and 14.
And runners away. Good start for Waltz Marty Waltz from down toward the inside. In the center, Dark Humorista is showing speed. The favorite Super Funny moves to challenge. These three are quickest. Just off the speed is Secret Feather from fourth. In tight there, Waltz Marty Waltz. And now on heels is SS Royal Assassin. As they race into the turn, they're spinning about 6 deep around the turn. The one that's detached a long way, in fact not being persevered with, is Brilliant Einstein. The race around the opening turn, chasing the speed of Super Funny, who leads now by a head. SS Royal Assassin is on the chase now second. He's within ahead of the lead now. It's a length and a half back to Waltz Marty Waltz racing in third. Secret Feather is fourth. Toward the rail, it's High Gauge in fifth. On the outside and Headwing from sixth. And between horses, that's Film Star seventh. It's a length back toward the inside to Dark Humorista with Scarabajo. Also between horses, Confederate Money. And again, a far back margin to Brilliant Einstein last of all. Opening quarter, 23 and 1. The half mile and 46 and 4. Aggressive speed put on by Super Funny. The class dropper and favorite has the lead. Here's Headwing and Doug Portillo on the outside second. SS Royal Assassin has thrown out the anchor toward the inside, trying to get through now as High Gauge. Film Star makes ground. Film Star is into third toward the inside and trying to improve as Waltz Marty Waltz, and they're at the top of the stretch. Film Star on the outside. He's up to challenge for the lead. Waltz Marty Waltz tried to bull his way off the fence. Meanwhile, they both have to reel in Super Funny, and Scarabajo finds his best stride and comes on next. Still nothing decided. Super Funny and Saez keeps to business a length and a half in front. Film Star is second. Down the center. Scarabajo going best of all. Here's the wire. Scarabajo in time. Scarabajo sheds his second-itis and gets up to win it. It's close for second between Super Funny or Film Star, followed by Waltz Marty Waltz and Headwing to complete the high five.
Number 4, Scarabajo wins the nightcap, owned by Tanner and Stable, trained by Rodolfo Garcia, and that gives jockey Edgar Zayas his third victory on the card. In the pick 4, 4 of 4 paid $69.50. The pick 5, 5 of 5, $286.40. 4 of 5, $5.60. Pick 6, lots of tickets. 6 of 6, $570.64 to carry over. $5,818,581.26. And that wraps up Saturday's action. And remember to come out and visit us on Sunday. We'll have 8 races on tap. Who you like in the Derby?
Is it Tapmeister? No.
Tapmeister?
No, which one? I'm so
Tapiture. Tapmeister too. And you like
Tapiture.
We got 2 Tapitures here and 1 General A-Rod. You'll know more about this tomorrow. Good night and good.